we want to help you tonight as the nation copes with the deaths of at least 20 children at a place where they're supposed to be safe, an elementary school. Live right now in our newsroom, Lisa Burris, who is the lead school counselor for New Hanover County Schools. She's also a social worker. Lisa, thanks so much for joining us tonight. And I know a lot of parents out there are watching. They're watching this all unfold. So how do you talk to your children about what happened?
Well, broaching a very difficult conversation such as this one oftentimes begins best with observations and questions. So pay attention to your child's behaviors. If your normally very quiet child is more talkative, or the talkative child is quiet, they're more active or less active, then you may want to move forward with some additional questions, beginning with the less difficult ones, such as how's your day, how are things going, is anything new going on. Find out what your child knows. If they are aware of what has occurred, then I think you can begin to ask again the less difficult questions, such as, well, how do you feel about that, or what do you find that most difficult about that question, and allow them to kind of lead the discussion that you have. You don't have to have that discussion at one time either. As the day progresses, or as you're tucking them in at night, that's a good time to say, you doing okay, and what's on your mind. If your child is well aware of what has occurred, then the conversation takes a different turn where you ask them what they know about, but always go back to how that affects them. It's important to assure them that they are safe, that there's a lot of things that you have in your home, that we have in our schools to keep students safe, and to encourage them to think in terms of maintaining their well-being as well.
What if on Monday morning your child feels scared about going to school? What should you do? Should you keep them home? Should you make them go to school anyway? What's your advice there?
Yes, I think if you have talked with them about the safety factors that are already in place at school, and ask them, what are they? Do they know what is in place to keep them safe? Just reassure them, and sometimes I think they're looking for your lead. So as you put normal activities in place over the weekend, and they go to bed at a regular time, wake up in the morning and start following their normal routine, it's an expectation that they go on to school. If they express that they're uncomfortable, or they say that they're not feeling well, then address that with them, but assure them that their friends will be there and that everything will be as normal as school as possible.
All right, Lisa, thank you so much for joining us live and talking about this
developing
story and this sad story. And we'll have much more from you tonight on our newscast at 11. Thanks, Lisa.